Friends, welcome to GP3 and Soul Searching. How are you out there today? Wow, I just got up this morning. I've been grounding for the last 5 to 6 days now and taking time and reference to everything. I've been in a cardinal energy, really look at what I've got going on and where I'm at and what I've been doing all along. I have a history of journeying a lot of things that look a lot like an angelic thing. A lot of lands covered over the journey, a lot of music, a lot of scenes, a lot of interesting experiences in both different states from California to Denver, Colorado, and from the jam band music scene to the electronic music scene in radio as an FM broadcast personality. And all this retrospect going into what looks like an interesting timeline right now. Maybe you're feeling it. I know I've talked about it a little bit, and I've tried to bring the pieces that I'm getting from the ether into everything so that it makes a little sense and how to integrate it right now, right? The right now, man, if we could just bottle the now, right? Man, but it's really us bringing ourselves together so that what we create is more in light for the goodness of our lives, okay? And so then all of a sudden that now experience that we would love to have starts manifesting and creating itself in peace and in love and in goodness and in light of all reason. It tends to want to shine. And so today I got up and I'm still in a seeking mode because there's a lot of transitionary energies happening right now, not on consciousness choice. We have chosen to expand into the light body, which means that from the inside core out, we're pushing out now. A lot of stuff's coming out, right? And we're going to notice that in our friends and in our families, that information that we're hearing would want to have a tendency to put the mind back into pre-programmed set emotional response reaction systems. And those systems do not allow the freedom or the free will mindset to take place. Instead, what they do is they usurp the model and throw it back into a subjugated kind of mental beingship where your awareness expansion is now not happening. And so, okay, wow. Wow, GP. Well, we've taken a lot of respect on that. We've looked at that. We've seen now, and then we've been able to ground it out. That is one thing that maybe a lot of the messaging that is coming at us is also feedbacking an action that's actually happening right now. All the star seeds, they're zenning out, they're grounding out, they're doing breath work, they're recapturing their essence again, bringing life force back into their being. And then many others are choosing to go a different path towards fulfilling keeping themselves covered and not revealed as the truth of the love that they are, which is really wow. When you think about it, it's like, wow, man, they choosing to not resonate in their highest self-value at a timeline that the planet's initiation is going through her own same process, as much as every point in the galactic council, as is every other point in any other universe. And the now that we're all experiencing is happening across all of it now, all the time. Now, man, now, again, like it's just, again, if we could bottle it, right? So, what we're doing is we're now bringing in all the practices of awareness, but more so for proper self containment. I might even say, from this channel's perspective, hermetically sealing yourself requires a total observation of wherever the leak points are. Otherwise, your bag won't hold the wine, if you will. Okay, so that is a metaphor for energy in a bottle or in a containment. And what we've noticed is that by not recognizing the left and the right channel with the center channel, what we've done is we've misappropriated our balancing. Uh-huh. Yeah. So one thing in humanism to be was to be a person that was fearful and constantly thinking the world was against you. Another form was to say that, no, I create wonderment and everything is there for me to manifest for creation. Now, in duality, it's applied pressure on that energy. And then we deal with astrology and cosmology on how those pressures are moving. And in that, you can kind of see a mechanics of sorts, and then overlay a quantum mechanic field, map principle upon it. And then you can see, wow, what I think and what I move and what I go along with will actually continue to create a manifest thing maybe I don't want, right? So this is the timeline of the observation is also the cleanup. And we have good knowledge on that cleanup job right now. We really do, because it's self-observation, and self-observation is how one activates the release of the tendrils of the octopus and the, all the nasty images that we've been force fed, symbolisms that actually in duality have a completely other side. Once you understand the razor's edge of the energy field and your own life and all of these hermetical principles, not all, there's only 7, so easy. And then, who you are, the astrology, and then the cosmology of that astrology, and then the astral, and then the etheric, and then these principles, all of these aspects are about a piece or a little more relative, okay, to get to the center being, the one that sits in peace within, right? I know it is a happy Buddha. And, source is that really. I know. Outside of this compression pressure system, which is actually a distilling process, so you better watch yourself and how you're making your fine juices. Let the heart be made free. Let the soul be made guided, accepting the coalescence of the good. Okay, so yeah, your archangels, that group, you have one assigned. You've got your family from the other side that have assisted with nudgings at different times and micro revealings. Uh-huh. Wow, magic, right? Yeah, yeah, you're pretty close to the veil. Uh-huh. Many veils, actually. All right. So what I'm going to do is I want to go ahead and I'm going to slam my YouTube channel with all my instas today. So it's going to take a little minute, but I really felt like what I'm doing is I have been given the position of being connected, but being connected first to the truth, which is some base principles of human existence, like getting outside and grounding as a human amplifier, right? As an energy being, as one that can take in and release energy, right? Okay, so get out and ground so that all the thoughts that are up here can make the proper movement up and down. This is how new creation actually has to stay clean. You let this energy of truth in love of the source all and the benefit of all, in the sense of knowing thyself in wonderment, participating with this all good movement. And here we are back again as the initiate, traveling, staying connected and rooted, revealing, discussing, conversating about every aspect of the human and the story. Now we have so many stories and characters, we can just move them right on out and take a good hard look and see if they were really up to par with the soul journey here that the source coding was originally making on planet Earth. You're with GP3 on Soul Searching.